Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're at today. Saturday, 9 a.m. here in Southwest Washington on August 9th. Thank you everyone for showing up this morning. It looks like we're having an issue with the chat. I'm going to work on that while I get us going this morning. What a week it's been. We did the Wine Country Home of the Day series. That was kind of fun. We made a $1.6 million home in Napa Valley cash flow from a short-term rental, something like 10 grand a month. It was pretty incredible. What else did we do? Oh yeah. So the good people over at eXp Realty, Angie, the principal broker there, invited me to come speak in front of their group of agents for their monthly sales meeting. And it was a blast. Now, normally what happens is a lender will be invited in to talk about interest rates, what the market's doing, different loan programs that are out there that agents may not be aware of, answering questions. I decided to take a little bit of a different approach. And we surprised everybody by doing a YouTube live stream, live at their sales meeting. It was a blast. I was really impressed with how involved these agents were. How I was impressed with how much of the local market they knew right now, the programs available, how to negotiate in this market, and how to really leverage what we've been talking about on this stream all summer long. How do we leverage that now? So really good group of agents. Thank you very much to eXp and to Angie over there for allowing me to come in and do that. And they were all very good sports. Not everyone loves jumping on camera, especially when it's live on the internet, but it was a blast. All right, let's see if we can get the chat fired up here. If this doesn't work, I'm not going to spend a bunch of time on it, but we'll try and make it work here. All right, we're in business. Okay. All right, let's take care of some housekeeping items. Every week, Gavin Hutkins over at Berkshire Hathaway sends us some market statistics. Interesting, okay? We've gone like 9 weeks in a row where new listings have outnumbered the amount of homes that went pending. So we're fairly flat. This is really good. New listings, well, I don't know. It depends on what you think. 20% increase week over week on new listings. I think that's really good. Good morning, Mrs. Steinman. But we put more homes in a contract than we did to the market, but it's fairly flat. And I think it's a sign of the next slides we're going to show you. But buyer activity in Southwest Washington's picked up this week. And we put 157 of the homes that were pending are now closed. So good statistics. Nope. Every time a real estate agent opens a lockbox on a home, that data is collected, and that's what we're looking at here. Lockbox activity for Oregon up 0.7%. That's flat. That's really, really good because we did take a dip the last couple weeks. But look at Washington, up 11%, up double digits. Maybe it's the county fair. I don't know what's going on, but we did see a big increase in lockbox activity. And we see that in the numbers, right? More homes sold than hit the market. To be honest, the reason I think we're seeing an uptick is interest rates. We've hit a 10-month low on interest rates, which is great for the market, especially now that it's a little soft. There's more room to negotiate. To have that co-align with a drop in interest rates is really good. Now, there's a lot of talk about the Feds, and everyone is pretty much guaranteeing that the Feds are going to lower interest rates at their next meeting. And we're already seeing that baked into today's interest rates. So the market's already accounting for the fact that there's a good chance the Feds will be dropping interest rates or a quarter, probably 0.5% this fall. So, mortgage rates. National average, my go-to website for all things interest rate related. National average today is 6.57. Can't get my whole sign in there. 6.57 on a 30-year fix is the national average. That's been pretty flat the last couple days, but look at this, guys. FHA 6.15. We're so close to breaking that 6% barrier. We've done it 2 times this year. Let's see if we can do it for a third and have it stick. And I have a feeling that when we drop below 6% here, it's going to stick. VA 6.16. We're going to look at all these programs today. Jumbo loans 6.7. Just over 0.1% difference from a jumbo loan compared to a traditional conforming loan. The difference is that loan amount, as soon as you go over $802,650, you're in jumbo land territory. We've seen this spread between these two numbers, 0.5%, 0.75% historically. So to have it be this close is really nice if you are looking in that higher range. We're going to look at a couple of jumbo loan homes today. Okay. What else do we have for housekeeping? I think that covers it. Let's see if we have anybody in the chat yet. It looks like just Mrs. Steinman. All right, let's look at our White House special. So at the beginning of the year, right before the election, we took a look at a home that happened to be a White House. And we ran some numbers on it. November 2nd, the Saturday before the election, the presidential election, the national average on FHA was 6.2%. That gave us a total payment of $4,009. December 7th, after the election, rates dropped to 6.12. Keep in mind they're at 6.15 today. Okay, they were at 6.12 yesterday, which is why you see that number at the end, but 6.12, saving us $172 a month. Now, we were doing this month over month, but I ran out of room on my screen, so we took out a few months. So from January, we bumped back up to 6.55, reducing our savings to only $24 a month. And then in April, $41 a month, June, $52 a month, July, $80 a month. So if you want to know why lockbox activity is up, we sold more homes than we added to the market. Here's the reason. $172 a month. That's equivalent to $35,000 in borrowing power. Meaning if I max out my approval or I max out my personal budget and then interest rates drop from July 6.39 to August 6.12, I just picked up an additional $35,000 in borrowing power to keep the same payment. So pretty powerful stuff. This is going to be very fun to watch as we move forward through the fall. And we're going to see what happens. Now, if interest rates fall quickly, if the administration gets their way and interest rates fall fast, what's that going to do to our home values and our purchase prices? And is it going to help or hinder home affordability? These are all questions that we're going to get the answer to as we approach the third and fourth quarter. And we're going to talk a lot more about that. I have some strategies. Okay. While we wait for a couple people to show up, raise your hand if you went to an unbelievable concert last night at the Moda Center. It was quite the show. My throat's a little gone. We had a great time. If you were at that show, throw some comments in the comments of the chat. Tell me what you thought. All right. I think it's time. So, we looked at a few different houses at the EXP live stream on Thursday. This is one we started to, but then we switched to another house, so I promised I'd put it on today. We are going to 23422 Northeast 72nd Avenue in Battleground. 3 beds, 3 baths, 2827 square feet. Sits on 5 acres. 5 acres in Battleground, built in 2018. No HOA. This home is listed by Nicole White over at eXp Realty. Let's see what she has to say. Welcome to your private retreat at the end of a scenic wooded drive. This immaculate one-level craftsman sits proudly on 5+ acres of lush Pacific Northwest beauty, blending tranquility, luxury, and convenience. Have you guys played with ChatGPT 5 yet? It came out this week. It's incredible. Mrs. Steinman and I had it make a game where you had to open a bottle of champagne without the cork flying out. It was incredible. I'm excited to see if ChatGPT can sound less like ChatGPT in these descriptions. I don't know for sure that this description was written by ChatGPT. We did catch one agent, Mike, yesterday or on Thursday with a little ChatGPT, and there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm looking for in a description is like bullet point details. Yes, I love blending tranquility, luxury, and convenience. Those are all great adjectives, but when I'm reading a description, and I think most homeowners are, I'm looking for like how old is the roof, what kind of flooring is in there, what's unique about the property. All right, let's keep going. Inside you'll find 3 spacious bedrooms plus an office. The difference of an office and a bedroom, a closet. So we'll look at that. A spa-inspired primary bath with large walk-in closet and a beautifully designed kitchen with granite countertops. Spacious island and walk-in pantry ready for your culinary adventures. Stylish upgrades include a sleek new electric blinds in the living room. Very cool. Numerous smart home updates that include smart water heater, smart HVAC, smart door lock, smart fridge. Ask your realtor for the full list. If Nicole or anybody over at eXp is watching, if you send me the full list, I'll read it, because I think those are huge features right now to differentiate yourself from some of the inventory that may be older, like homes 10 years old. Stay connected with high-speed internet, perfect for remote work or streaming. The home features full RV hookups, dedicated 30 amp 120 volt RV circuit and outlet, dedicated septic clean out, a whole house generator, a whole house surge protector for ultimate peace of mind. That is awesome. A brand new sprinkler system keeps the yard green, while new fencing and adds privacy. Reseeded backyard. Meandering trails invite you to explore and connect with nature right home. Keep in mind, we're on, I think, 6 acres here. Okay. Very good description. I love all the extras. All the smart home features, the RV hookup, and a whole home generator. That is so cool. Okay, let's look at some pictures. Okay, beautiful one level, nice asphalt that doesn't look like the road, that looks like our drive coming into a concrete driveway, 3-car garage. Craftsman. What year is this home built? 2018. And it's a 5-acre lot, not a 6-acre. I misspoke there. Very nice. Okay, so it looks like a gravel drive up to an asphalt drive to a concrete drive, all flat, very nice. Okay, beautiful entry, engineered hardwood floors, love the windows and the millwork around the windows. I think that's what separates the $800,000 homes and the homes over $1 million. And for longevity, having that extra millwork, I think adds kind of a timelessness to the house. Ceiling fan. Here's our smart door lock. Gas fireplace. guessing it's natural gas. Could be propane, but I'm pretty sure in Battleground it'll be natural gas. Built-ins around the fireplace. This home is staged very nicely. Like the crown molding. Dining area. Okay, very nice kitchen. Looks like high quality cabinets. Nice big island, two-tone. Okay, nice tile backsplash to the cabinets. Cabinets almost to the ceiling. Okay, here's our office. It looks like a good size office. Again, millwork around the windows. Bedroom number 1. Okay, is this our primary? I see a bathroom. This must be the primary. Dual vanity. Bedroom number 2. Utility room. Back in the living room. Do all 3 bedrooms have a bathroom in them? Because this also looks like a primary. Dual vanities, freestanding tub. I don't know if the pictures might be out of order and it's playing tricks on me, but I think that there are bathrooms in each bedroom. Very nice freestanding tub. Nice shower. Looks like a tile shower. Huge walk-in closet. Okay, back deck. Looks like we have lights on the deck. It's hard to tell if that's a cedar deck or manufactured wood. Looks nice. Nice cedar. In the ceiling outside there, recessed lighting. Fenced yard. And you have room here. You have room. You could build a barn. There might be room for a riding arena. That shot makes it look like there's room for a riding arena. But you could definitely put a barn or a big shop. Very nice. There's your meandering trails. Okay, here's our floor plan. Let's look at the bathroom. Okay, it's Jack and Jill. I'd put that right at the top of my description. Nicole did a great job with the description. I'm not trying to, but for me, a Jack and Jill is something that really separates your house from the competition, especially if you have 2 kids. To be able to have, can you imagine having 2 girls and giving them a Jack and Jill bathroom? Dual vanity, so they're not going to be fighting the whole time. And then it looks like your office is back here. But yeah, the Jack and Jill dual vanity. Got your kitchen, dining area. I love that the primary is on the opposite side of the house from the 2 bedrooms. And there's a powder room. Love it. Okay, in Battleground right now, there are currently 195 homes for sale. The median list price is $624. Homes that have gone pending, $550. Battleground, there's a wide variety of prices, so it doesn't surprise me that the average values are a little bit lower than our purchase price. And then sold $565. Okay, on this home in Battleground of 5 acres, 20% down would put us in jumbo loan territory. A jumbo loan is a loan over $802,650. With 20% down, that puts our loan amount at $900,000. So we are in that jumbo world. which is not a big deal as far as interest rates are concerned. 6.7 is the national average according to Mortgage News Daily on jumbo loans compared to 6.56. That's a tenth of a difference in rate. It's nothing. Now, if we wanted to not have a jumbo loan, we'd have to put enough down to get our loan amount down to $802,650, and you can see our interest rate drops to 6.57. If we look at our payment breakdown, principal and interest on the jumbo loan with 20% down, $5,812 versus $5,110. On the max conforming, property taxes on that home $704 a month, homeowners insurance around $100 for a total payment of $66.16 versus $59.14. If we look at our closing costs before negotiating, with closing costs, prepaid items, and our down payment, our total cash to close is $236,871 on the 20% down, and $334 on the $335 on the conforming loan. So about $100,000 more out of pocket, at saving you $700 a month. So you might go, oh, I want to be responsible. I have the equity rolling over. I'm going to put the whole $335 down. But man, I really need that shop. Or man, I really would like to build a barn for my daughter's horse. Well, $100,000 goes a long way towards a project like that. And at $700 a month, there you go. You know, that gives you the option. Okay. I have a feeling everybody is down at Buoy 10 fishing this morning because our attendance is a little low, which is fine. It's August hot. I almost call this hot August nights, but I did it. Okay, we got 2 more homes to look at this morning. Thank you very much again, EXP, Nicole, and Angie, for sending over that listing. Keep them coming. If you're watching this recorded, please show up to the stream and tell us all about the house. We'd love that. It was so cool on Thursday having agents there walking us through their listings. I would love to have you guys do that. I know Saturday mornings suck. You have to get up early and you don't want to get up and be on the internet, but we'd love to have you on. Okay, check this cool house out. Now, this house is cool for a few different reasons. That's one of them. $625. Had a price cut in June, $25,000. I like this price point for everything we're going to look at. Okay, this takes a lot of my boxes. 3 beds, 2 baths, $23.76. We're going to 38011 Northwest 59th Avenue in Woodland, Washington. This home was built in 1952. You know I'm a sucker for vintage homes. On just shy of 2 acres. No HOA. This home is listed by Tess. Let's look at the map, because it's in a really cool... So when you think woodland, you think way out in the sticks, but look. Look. For those of you who go up to the casino's right here. We're 1 exit north of the casino, next to Horseshoe Lake, right off of I-5 and the Lewis River. So very convenient location. Okay, Tess, tell us about this house. Nestled in the forested hills near the Lewis River on just under 2 acres, this handcrafted mid-century cabin offers the perfect retreat from the everyday hustle. Vaulted wood ceilings with stunning beams are highlighted by oversized Craftsman fireplace. Hopefully it's wood burning. With panoramic windows throughout boasting glimpses of the river. The newly updated kitchen is bright and airy, featuring terrazzo tile floors, updated appliances, and sleek new cabinets. The primary boasts vaulted ceilings, A-frame style windows, and custom built-ins. With 2 additional rooms and a bonus basement media room, there's plenty of space to unwind or entertain. 2 minutes from the river, nature parks, and a short 20-minute drive to mountain lakes. That would be Lake Merwin, Lake Merrill, Yale Lake. They're all very close. This home is a haven for Pacific Northwest enthusiasts. I'm very familiar with the area, and I think that is 100% true. Okay. Isn't this a cool looking house? I don't know, there's just something about it. It's got that 50s architecture. The agent called it a cabin. It's got very nice, mature landscaping. Flagstone back patio, nice large deck. Okay, a garage, 2-car garage is underneath the house there. Long driveway. It does look like a wood-burning fireplace. Looks like it has fresh paint. Roof looks like it's in great shape. Cool windows. Okay. So here's our entry. Garage is on the right. Those to me look like original hardwood floors. And the description said a wood ceiling. I believe that's a cedar ceiling. Probably smells fantastic in there. Nice big windows. Now, I'm interested to see what Mrs. Steinman and anybody else that's watching has to say about this house. Does this house look dated to you, or is it vintage? To me, this looks vintage. It does not look dated. Beautiful fireplace. Beautiful brick fireplace. Very cool mantle. Love the beams and the vaulted ceiling and the original hardwood floors. I'm guessing those are originals. You also have built-in cabinets around the fireplace, but what a cool room. Love the cedar and large windows. So cool. So do you think this looks outdated or vintage? Would you want to come in here, and this is just one room we're looking at, would you want to come in here and paint and freshen it up? I kind of would want to just leave it exactly how it is. It's very Northwest. Very on trend right now. From Mrs. Steinman, very reliable source, she says this is on trend. And I would agree. And I'm waiting for like the surprise to pop out because at $650, $625 at $625. I mean, this looks very nice. Okay, let's look at the kitchen. Kind of a galley style kitchen. Looks like we are dealing with fluorescent lights, but look, with the technology now, you can put LED recessed lights in. It'd be very easy. I can't tell if that's a skylight. There might be a skylight in the kitchen. It looks like linoleum flooring. Can't tell what type of countertops those are. Maybe quartz. Wow. Modern cabinets in here. Very nice. Floor to ceiling. It does. Has anybody watched the Ryan Trahan 50 homes or 50 states in 50 days, where they stay at the coolest Airbnb they can find in each state for 50 days, and they do this big road trip? They raised like $11.5 million for St. Jude's. They stay at some incredible Airbnbs, but this does look like the one they stayed at in Oregon. Love the brick. I like the modern cabinets. It's hard to get good pictures of a galley style kitchen, but it's really nice in here. Open bar on top of the fridge there. That's a cool view into the living room from the kitchen. Okay, so here's that window upstairs above the garage. Looks like bedroom number 1. Very nice, vaulted ceilings. Lots of character in this room. Built-ins. Bedroom number 2. I want to go back here. Hardwood floors in here too. The original hardwood floors, it appears, in the bedrooms. Same here. Small little room. Dealing with 2,300 square feet. This might be the primary bath. It's got dual vanities. Nice tile floor. A little on the small side, but very nice. Powder room. Okay, here's our maybe daylight basement office. His and hers. Very cool exposed ceiling there. Wood burning stove down in the basement, set up as a movie room. It'd be interesting to see if you can fit a pool table down there. And it feels to me that they're counting the basement square footage in that 2,300 square feet, which is fine. The appraiser may not calculate it as give it the same credit, but that makes sense with the smaller size bedrooms, the smaller size bathroom, is that they're using this basement square footage, which is totally fine. Love this basement. See if you can put a pool table down there. Cedar deck, be easy to freshen up. Built-in bench. I kind of really like this house. Big air conditioning condenser, fire pit, tree swing. Okay, shed with a canoe, which does tell me we're very close to the river. Here's a little shop. Okay. So here it looks like you're up on a hill a little bit. Across the road is the Lewis River. I was kind of surprised that none of the pictures you saw views of the river. Do you think that would be, maybe those trees are blocking? I'd cut them down. Maybe not. Maybe it's a noise barrier from the road. I think I might go look at this house and get a better idea. All right. What do you guys think? I kind of really like it, especially for $625. I wonder if it's too close to the freeway, if that's why you have that lower price. Maybe you can hear the freeway. I don't know. There's D.R. Horton and Pacific Lifestyle Homes 500 yards from the freeway in Richfield that are selling for $1 million. So I don't know. If I go look at this whole home, I'll report back. Okay. In Woodland, there are currently 71 homes for sale. Oh, that one's pretty cool. Median home price for sale properties, list price, $829. And so we're under that. The average square footage is 2,600. This house is at 2,300, and we're quite a ways under the median list price. Now for homes that have gone pending, $536. And for homes that have sold, $490, 1,800 square feet. Okay, thank you, Gavin, for sending over that data. I haven't done this in a while, but we're going to look at 3 different loan programs, 3 different ways to finance this, 3 different very popular ways. VA, for all of our veterans out there, you can come in and buy this house, $0 down, $0 out of pocket. Today's interest rate on VA mortgages, national average is 6.16. What you see here, FHA requires 3.5% down, and the interest rate 6.15, loan amount 614. If we were to roll over some equity and put 20% down, our loan amount would be $500,000. Interest rate 6.57. Let's look at a payment breakdown. VA $38.93 is our principal and interest. FHA $37.42, and 20% down is $31.83. Property taxes in this home not bad at $413 for 2 acres. $100 a month for homeowners insurance. Mortgage insurance, and for your veterans out there, this is the best mortgage program available. Is for our veterans. $0 a month in mortgage insurance, 0 down. It's a very, very awesome program. FHA does have mortgage insurance at $275 a month, and that's for the life of the loan. Although we're probably going to be refinancing this loan fairly quick if rates continue to drop over the next couple of years. And then 20% down, obviously no mortgage insurance. If you want more information on mortgage insurance, go check out some of our past episodes where we dove deep into it. Total payment, $44.06 for our VA. FHA with 3.5% downs, $45.30, and then for our conventional 20% down, $36.96. Total out of pocket. Now this is before we negotiate. I believe this home had a price reduction of $25,000 in June. So I'm going to come in and ask for the sellers to pay all my closing costs. So if I'm a veteran, I'm coming in with $0 out of pocket. But if we weren't, we'd be at $86.91. For FHA, $30,000. Again, you can come in and negotiate and bring in just your down payment. And then for 20% down, be at $133. So we save $833 a month going conventional 20% down. But look at this difference. VA with 0 down is $123 less a month compared to the FHA with 3.5% down. So great program for all of our veterans out there. Okay. I think we have time for one more quick one. Lightning round. Might skip right to the end because I've been talking about this ad nauseum, but I really think it's important, okay? Temporary buy downs. All right, this home is not sexy. This isn't a cabin in the woods. This isn't a big 5-acre piece of property in Battleground. This is your entry-level home. And it's very nice. In Richfield. $425,000, 3 beds, 3 baths, 1,491 square feet. We are at 252 North 30th Drive in Richfield, built in 2023. Sits on a postage stamp for a lot, $2,600. That's okay, square feet. It does have an HOA of $188 a month. This home is listed by Jamie. Let's see what Jamie has. Oh, in Richfield. If you want to be close to it, In-N-Out, you're going to be close to it. The In-N-Out in Washington. Just off of Pioneer Street, just north, coming off of, I believe that's the 3rd roundabout. So you have Ross Hours grocery store down here, Costco over here with the In-N-Out, the high school and down is over here on Hillhurst. You're really close to downtown. Shout out to Bunny's, probably the best restaurant in Clark County. You're 5 minutes away. Okay, let's see what Jamie has to say. Welcome to the stylish in-unit row home. So this is a townhome, not to be confused with the condo. You do own the lot and the exterior of the building. In the heart of Richfield, this 3-bedroom, 2-bath gem features quartz countertops, stainless steel appliances, and laminate flooring on the main level. Stay comfortable year-round with central AC and smart home technology. Enjoy a fully fenced backyard, front irrigation, and a peaceful green space behind. Conveniently located near downtown Richfield, Costco, and nearby park. Perfect for outdoor fun. Includes a transferable builder's warranty for added peace of mind. Okay, very nice starter home. Single car garage. It is a townhome or duplex. $425. There's your unit. But very nice on the inside, right? Nice flooring, laminate flooring. You have with 1,400 square feet. A lot of times the entry goes right into the living room. This, you do have an entry hall with a powder room on the left. Stairs going up. Nice for 1,400 square feet. That's a nice sized dining area. Back patio. Nice, modern, clean kitchen. Decent sized living space. I'm guessing that door goes out to our garage. This home is nicely staged as well. Little island with the 2-seat bar. Under the counter mount sink, quartz countertops, nice cabinets. This is very nice for the price. Basketball hoop. Okay, upstairs we have, it looks like a loft area. You could use that as a little office space. Bedroom number 1, I think this is our primary, it is. Single vanity. Looks like that laminate flooring from downstairs is in the bathroom as well. Good use of square footage. Walk-in closet, 1,400 square feet. Walk-in closet, that's awesome. Okay, washer and dryer in a closet. Very nice. I don't mind that. We use that square footage other places, like bedroom number, there's our guest bath, bedroom number 2, and bedroom number 3. Pretty large fenced yard and green space behind you. That green space in Richfield is so valuable, guys. You can sit out on your back deck without people looking in. It's very nice and not easy to find in Richfield. Soccer net, basketball hoop. Okay. In Richfield, there are currently 120 homes for sale. The median list price $741 for 2,700 square feet. The low is a 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,200 square feet, $424. I mean, I think this house is priced to move. Oh, that's a cool one. $698 for our median pending price, and then for homes that have sold, some very cool ones, $685. Okay, thank you, Gavin, for giving us our weekly statistics. I'm gonna go through this fast. This is a temporary 2-1 buy down. If you want to hear me repeat this over and over and over again, just go watch all the videos, all the live streams in the last few weeks, because this is a great way to take advantage of the market. I know it's cliche, but buy now, refinance later, but that's exactly what the point of this is. Now, a 2-1 buy down is not a loan program, it's a loan feature that can be added to almost any program. So if we were a first-time home buyer, saved up a little bit for a down payment, we want to come buy this home. You don't have to be a first-time home buyer to use FHA, but let's just say we are. And we go FHA, my purchase price is $425. Interest rates today, a national average 6.15 according to Mortgage News Daily, for a total payment of $32.93. Let's look at a quick breakdown. $25.44 for principal and interest, property taxes $274, homeowners insurance around $100 a month, mortgage insurance $186, which would disappear when we refinance, if we refinance, for a total payment of $31.05. Oh, and there's that $118 HOA, so keep that in mind. All right, so that's all great. We're going to negotiate with the sellers, and we're going to ask the sellers to pay for a temporary 2-1 buy down feature that we're going to add to our FHA 30-year fixed. What that's going to do, it's going to buy the interest rate down by 2% the first year. So the first year, we're at 4.15%. Guys, if interest rates fall below 6 on FHA, we're going to be able to do a temporary buy down with a rate that starts at 3. But in this example, 4.15 brings our payment down $515 a month for the first 12 months, giving us a payment of $27.79. In year 2, the rate is bought down by 1% to 5.15, saving us $265 a month, bringing our payment to $3,030. And then years 3 through 30, we're at this $32.93, Now, refinancing is never guaranteed, okay? But bet your house that, right? I shouldn't say bet the farm. Bet the farm that interest rates will be lower in the next 18 to 36 months. Now, there's no guarantee. We could have another global pandemic. Something could happen. I don't know. But our goal and our strategy with this program would be to catch a refinance in months, 18 to 36, and try to refinance at a rate somewhere in the low fives, high fours on FHA possibly, and locking that in for life. If not, then we are still protected. This is a 30-year fix at the 6.15. That was a lot. Thank you everyone for your support. I'm glad you guys are out having fun on your Saturday morning, not in here with me. If you're watching this recording, thank you. Like, subscribe. I think we're going to do more road shows where we do our live stream in real estate offices, man on the street. Let's talk to these agents. Let's have them walk us through their listing. All right, everybody. Have a great Saturday. We'll see you back here on Monday and then again next Saturday for the live stream. Bye, everybody.